Dark cloud cover, the next candlestick I want to talk about in our textbook versus reality series, because as we know, what we see on charts sometimes does not match exactly what we read in a textbook. So what we're looking for here is the stock climbing up, and then as it gets to resistance, let's create this with a green candle. We want to see a big bullish candle with very little wick on the top or bottom is ideal. And then this next point is very important to see. It needs to gap, and the larger the gap, the better. And then it needs to come down at least halfway through that bullish candle. So it needs to come down there. Now, some will also look for an additional candle to come down and close below the body as confirmation. Now, if one decides to do that or not is up to them, but this is actually the dark cloud cover formation. And this is one that was setting up earlier today. It looks like as I've been talking, it kind of pulled back up, but that could potentially, if it drops back down here, would be an example of a dark cloud cover on a chart. But let's look at a couple of them because, as I mentioned, they don't always follow textbook, perfect picture, right? Well, here's a big bullish candle, gap up, pull down, did not go halfway through the bullish candle. Now, some will say, okay, if it has some subsequent candles that continue to drop, it does kind of fulfill that idea of that bearishness, and they interpret that as a completion of the dark cloud cover. This is one which it wasn't at resistance, but the setup was pretty picture perfect, like almost textbook perfect, right? And then it did fall down from there. So this can be an indication when something is at an all-time high that it possibly is losing steam and could potentially roll over. This I've heard it called a dark cloud cover. It's not. It's a bearish engulfing. Notice how it came all the way through the bullish candle, even closed below it. So the body of the bearish candle is engulfing the bullish one. So it has the same meaning. And so if you interpret it that way, both of them are reversals at resistance. And so that's okay. But understand it is actually was not a dark cloud cover. This one, it would have been nicer to see the body bigger, right? Less shadow to the upside. But still has the same concept, the same idea where it came back down close to that and maybe wait for confirmation. You can see how that dropped down. And so there's lots of different variations. This one almost picture perfect, but didn't get that confirmation of that close below the body, and it's been chopping around in the same area. So again, this is what it looks like. Has that gap, watch that gap come down through the body, but there can be variations on that. Just note that as we look for those out on the charts. So hopefully this helps you understand a little bit more about another candlestick pattern.